Okay, so welcome back. So in this video, we're going to talk about a very important concept, and that's about reducing or simplifying fractions or fractional expressions to their lowest terms. Okay, it's one of the most important things that you want to do with fractions, okay, is to reduce them to lowest terms. And so that involves finding common factors in the numerator and the denominator that we can cancel out. Okay, in other words, we want to find the greatest common factor, because if we can find the greatest common factor that's in the numerator and the denominator, we can cancel those out using division, and what's ever left over is the simplified fraction that's in lowest terms. Okay, and again, we always want to reduce our fractions to lowest terms, okay, whenever possible. So let's look at this example here. So the way we're going to reduce this is we start with the coefficients. We want to find the greatest common factor of the coefficients, and then we want to find the greatest common factor of each one of the variables, and then we want to factor that out of the top and the bottom. Okay, so let's do this. So now, what's the greatest common factor between the 16 and the 24? Okay, in this case, it's going to be 4. Okay, so we're going to factor out a 4 in the top and the bottom. Okay, now what's the greatest common factor between A and A? Well, it's going to be A. And what's the greatest common factor of the B's? That's going to be b squared. Remember, the lowest exponent is the limiting term, the limiting exponent, so it's going to be b squared. And then for the c's, it's going to be c squared. So now that's the greatest common factor of the top and the bottom. So what's left over? Here, we're going to end up with 4, and we're going to end up with a b, and that's it. In the bottom, we're going to end up with a 6 and c cubed. And so notice that this divided by this just gives you 1. And so we get 4b over 6. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, I messed up. No. I got 4 and 6. That's still divisible by 2. So I made a mistake. This is 8. Right? See? Notice how you should get something that's in lowest terms. Well, this and this is still divisible by 2. So I didn't get the greatest common factor. But that's okay. Make sure you recognize and check to see if your final answer is in lowest terms. If it's not, then you still have to keep factoring. So what I should have done was used 8. And so that would have left this with 2, and this would have been 3, and we'd be done. And so this is in lowest terms. And that's all you have to do. See you next time.